Well, good morning. Good morning. It's Wednesday. How y'all be? I got to make this kind of short because, well, it took me a little while to get out of the house this morning and I got to get up in there. But here is what I want to say. So if you're catching the replay, go ahead and say #replay. What are you listening to? I feel like a lot of the time we focus on what are we watching, right? This drives me crazy. Sorry. What are we watching? What are our eyes viewing? What are we seeing? But I actually want to focus in on what are you listening to? What are you listening to? Last night, I listened to something, and it's from a trusted source, so it's not like I was listening to some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs person, but they were just honing in on the fact of what is planned next, what they have coming down the pike. Okay, we all lived through 2020. They'd love to do it again on a grander scale. And I'm not saying we should have our heads stuck in the sand, okay? But what are you listening to? If what you're listening to causes you to start to spin in a state of fear, shut it down, turn it off, don't tune back in. If what you are listening to changes the trajectory of your thoughts or your pathway. So this morning, I tuned into something else. Again, wasn't bad, but it started to get my brain to swirl. And by the way, it had nothing to do with last night's. It was a totally different topic, totally different, but it had something to do with me. It had something to do with me personally. It could really affect me and mine. And so my head starts to spin. And I thought, whoa, what are we listening to? What are we listening to? I hope that any time that you tune into a car chat, now sometimes I have funny stories about the fam, right? But most of the time I am looking to encourage you. I am looking to plant seeds into your soul. I am looking to let your spirit come alive. I am looking to activate those of us who are ready to go. Now, some of us just need to sit a minute and rest and recoup and get restored. Others of us are looking to go. What are you listening to? What are you listening to? Because friends, I am telling you, whatever we listen to, it gets into our mind. It gets into our mind and it starts to create a narrative. Okay? It could be a narrative of fear. It could be a narrative of, oh my goodness, I've got a plan, I've got to prep, I've got to change the whole trajectory of what I've got going. It could be, I'm going to touch on this tomorrow. Today's going to be a part 1. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about something specific to you. Because I see it happen all the time. And by the way, I'm not speaking to you as somebody who has it all together. If you know anything about me, like, I can't lie for nothing. Like, my face will share everything. I live in my most authentic, transparent self, not giving anybody access to me. That's not what I'm saying. But I have nothing to prove. I have nothing to gain. People don't, they cannot like me for this and they cannot. Or they can love me for this and love me for that, trying to reconnect. Okay, Wi-Fi, go ahead. So I'm just going to leave you, hopefully this will let me, right? I'm just going to leave you with what are you listening to? What are you listening to? May it be something that sparks hope, that breeds truth, and that makes your spirit jump. Because if any of that, if something other than those things are happening, turn it off, shut it down. It is not worth your time. It is not worth your mental capacity. I promise you this. What are you listening to? The final thought. I just finished Kaneo. Oh my goodness, 4 years. But I will tell you, the strongest moment I was in my mental capacity was during year 3. When I got to sit under the general himself, Dr. Robert Slerdon. Hands down, I grew more in year 3 than I can even tell you. the personal growth, the spiritual growth, the fact that I was getting drilled into sound truth that planted in my spirit, that made my spirit come alive, that activated that go, go, go mentality. Friends, you have got to pay attention to what you're listening to. And tomorrow, we're going to talk a little bit more about that.